Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and I post 4 videos a week on a Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 AM. So if you love a variety channel like this one and you want to see more videos, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And now I'm going to share with you my garden tidy part 3. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you my garden tidy part 3. So we have finished clearing the garden. I have done 2 videos on us clearing the walled area of our garden. I will link those in the description box below for you. But today I'm going to be sharing my planting of new plants for our garden. I'm really looking forward to this. We went to the garden centre recently and we bought some new plants and we're going to be planting them in this part of the garden today. I have done a haul video on the plants and accessories we bought from the garden, and I will link that video in the description box below for you. But today we are going to be doing our garden tidy part 3. These are the new plants that I bought from the garden centre recently, and I put them on the wall like this to see exactly where I wanted them to go. I've left them here for about a week just to make sure that these are the places that I want the plants to go in. And once I had decided on where I wanted the plants to go, I then started to clear the area where I was going to plant my first plant. So yes, I basically had another tidy up of this area. There were some plants that had grown in this area since the last time we cleared it out, so I decided to tidy it out. And once I had a clear space, I then started to dig a hole. The soil in this part of the garden is quite hard, so it did take some effort to dig a hole in this part of the garden. The soil in Essex is quite clayey, so not a lot apart from evergreens really grows in this type of soil. I've learned this from my neighbour recently. She used to live in Malden where it was quite salty apparently, and she was telling me all about how people still grew vegetables in this salty water in Malden. Malden is near the sea, and I think it was flooded at one point, and the soil has become very salty, but people still grew vegetables in it, and she was telling me all about it. It was really interesting actually. But yes, so digging a hole in this clay soil, as I was saying, is quite hard, but I managed to do it. I dug a hole big enough, and once I dug the hole, I then pulled the roots from the bottom of the plant and I put it in, and then I covered it back over with soil, and I repeated the process for the rest of the plant. bit of the back wall done. It looks a lot neater and tidier now, and I'm really pleased with the finished results. I've got to tie up the sage bush in a minute, so I'll show you that. But I really love these plants, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they grow. As I said, Howard and I are no professionals when it comes to gardening, and normally things don't live with us for very long. So I'm hoping that these do grow. I'm going to make sure I water them day and night as well. So yes, really pleased with this finished result here. Once I'd finished planting, I then moved on to tying the sage bush up. The sage bush used to bear a lot of weight on our wall. We put some bricks in front of it, but we felt the bricks weren't quite enough, so we decided to use a stick that we got from clearing the garden, and I dug it into the ground, and then as you can see here, I'm just tying a piece of string around it and the sage as well. So I've tied the string around the sage and the stick, and then I also used a few bricks to hold it up, and hopefully this won't bear as much weight anymore. Finally, I'm going to be planting my rosemary bush. So as I did earlier, I'm just clearing the earth so I can dig a hole. So once the earth is cleared, I did dig a hole, and it was a lot easier at this end of the garden. I don't know why, but the soil seems a lot softer up this end than it does the other end, so it's really easy to dig this hole. And as I did earlier as well, I took the plant from the plant pot, I broke the roots up, which my mum told me to do, I don't know why, but yeah, if you break the roots up, apparently it helps it to grow a bit easier in the soil. So I broke the roots up, and then I just put the topsoil back over the plants, and that was it. That was all my planting done. And I forgot to mention in my haul video yesterday, that I put up yesterday, that we actually bought ourselves a water butt for the house. So I can't actually open it and show you the water in it, I don't think. But when it rains, the rain comes down this drain pipe and into the water butt, and hopefully this was what we'll be using when we water our plants in the garden. As I said, we're not really that keen gardeners, but we do like to have a water butt, and it does save us a lot of money having this as well to water the plants in the garden. When I'd finished the planting, all that was left to do was to tidy up. So I started to brush off any mess that I'd made, so any twigs or leaves that were left on the wall, I decided to brush those off. As you can see here, the brush actually fell apart on me, so I just ended up using just the brush to sweep down the wall, and I picked out any odd weeds that were sitting in the wall as well. And then once that was done, all that was left to do was to water the plants and make sure that they were happy in their new home, and as far as I'm aware they are. So yes, we're very pleased with the finished results, and we're hoping these plants will grow and hide this back wall quite nicely. Tidy done. I'm really pleased with the finished result, but I think I'm going to wait to see how big the plants actually grow in case I need to get a few more. I think there's an area just here that is a bit bare that may need a plant or two in it, but I'm thinking I might get another sage bush to put there. But yeah, as I said, I'm really pleased with the finished result. It looks a lot tidier. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.